Great afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Masterclass Marathon. Super excited to be here with you today to share the Masterclass Marathon with you. Super excited. So, I am Coach Tamika James. I'm a life and business coach, and I actually love helping you to learn more about yourself and be able to take what you know, package it up, and create it as a product. I help you to save your voice. That's who I am and what I do. So I am excited about being here. Hello, Janice. Hi, Garnett. Hi, Mankey. Hi, JWC International. So let's get Garnett up here, who is one of our speakers today, so we can get rolling. Doing this marathon on every Saturday at 12 Eastern and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So what I want to do is make sure that we're getting our other speakers in here. All righty. Yes, we are. Welcome, Garnett. How are you? You on the move?
Yeah, I'm on the move, man. On the move, trying to get these papers sorted out. Definitely. I'm gonna just stop and just pause for a second before I
Okay.
start speaking. So
Yeah.
how's the morning going though?
Oh, everything is good. I'm having a good morning. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So yeah. All right. Let me see. I was just making sure that everyone gets in here because I know we have some new speakers coming in today. So I was just trying to make sure everybody is good. So yeah. All right. So Garnett, if you want to get ready to pull over, you can go ahead so you can do your presentation.
Okay.
Thank you, Janice.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Let me
So we'll
just.
let Garnett get settled because we want him to be safe and share this information with us. And we want him to be able to be here tomorrow because he is a coach and he needs to be here for the people. All right, let's
Definitely.
go. Garnett, if you're ready, I'll give you your time on the clock so you can start sharing some great information with us. And I will share the live out while you're speaking.
Give me 2 minutes. Let me just
Oh,
park. Yeah, I'm at a
okay.
stoplight, so I'm just gonna pull over from the stoplight, and then we should be good to go. So just give me 2 minutes. We should be good to go.
Okay.
Definitely.
So Garnett needs 2 minutes. In the meantime, guys, those of you who are here, will you please share this live with some friends to make sure that other people get in here to get this information? We don't want to be stingy. We want to make sure that we get as many people in as possible. We absolutely love being able to be here to share information with those who know they need it and some who don't even know they need it. We love sharing information about business, about things that will grow who you are, grow the business that you didn't even start. And I say that because what I love about what we do here on the marathon is that we're sharing information that some of you don't even know that actually exists. So when we're in a space of doing that, what happens is you hear your ears are exposed to something, and then you may discover that there's something that you actually want to do that you had no knowledge of. All right. So it looks like Garnett is all safe, so we can get him to do his presentation. So I'm excited to hear what you have to share with us today. So let's go. And I see some of our speakers joining.
Yeah. 1 more minute. I just need to pass this car, and then we're
Oh
good
my
to go.
gosh.
Yeah, like they're just behaving some type of way. That's the good thing about Canada. It's just different. The guys here, they're a little aggressive when it comes to driving. But
Uh,
yeah,
Listen,
but
there's crazy drivers everywhere. I'm in Florida, and anywhere around the deep of the city of Miami, it's crazy. Like you have to like look 5 times before you do anything. It's crazy.
exactly
Yes.
right. So that's just it. But I have some pertinent information for a lot of persons because a lot of stuff is really going on in the market. I want to make sure the people have the right information so they can level up to success. So let me just park the car right here, and then we're good to go. All right, there we are, and parked.
All right. Well, to our next guest, how do you pronounce your name?
There we
Iene.
are.
Iene. Oh, nice. Iene. Iene. All right. Okay. Well, welcome to the Masterclass Marathon. We're happy to have you today. And for anyone who is just joining, share this live out because this is the Masterclass Marathon. We are here every Saturday at 12 and every Sunday at 7. And what we do is mini masterclasses for any of you who are listening, because you know what? Most of us know that our avatars are other entrepreneurs and people who are looking to grow themselves as individuals and business owners. We already know who we're talking to. So we join and we do a combination live where we're all here together and we do these mini master classes, because what usually happens when we're alone and we're doing our master classes by ourselves, what happens is everyone's looking and fighting to build their audience. So what we do is we do it here together and we share our audiences by all of us being on the live together, and we all have 13 minutes to do a presentation for you. So if you have a pen and paper ready and you are excited about grabbing some new information, something you know you need to know, and something you didn't even know that you needed to know, we're going to share our businesses with you. We're going to give you some tips, tricks, some deep information today. Everyone has 13 minutes, and then they have 2 minutes to tell you exactly who they are, where they're located, if they'd like to tell you that, who they serve, and what they actually have to offer. Yes, they get a chance to tell you what they have to offer, because we don't want them to walk away without being able to tell you how they could connect and also what they actually can do for you. All right, our first speaker up today is Garnett. Garnett is going to be sharing info surrounding crypto. All right,
All
Garnett,
right.
you already know what to do. You're not new here. So you now have your 13 minutes on the clock. I got
All
you.
right,
All right.
guys. So, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing good. My name is Garnet J. I'm a cryptocurrency coach, right? And I help persons understand cryptocurrency in the most simplistic way possible and help persons to invest safely. Because we know the cryptocurrency market is like it's haphazard, right? So there's a whole lot of different stuff going on in the market, right? Pardon my speech, right? There's a whole lot of stuff. There's a lot of wrong information going on. People are saying a whole lot of negative stuff, guys. But I want to tell everyone out there that, hey, at the end of the day, cryptocurrency is the future, but we have to have the proper information, right? Let me tell you how I started out. I started out with the same process where a lot of persons are going through, where someone hit them up and tell them that, hey, I can show you how you can invest in the cryptocurrency market. And I know a lot of persons can relate by this. And at first I followed through and I say, okay, let me try this thing out. I probably can make some money. However, I just found out, like, at the end of the day, when you send over your money to these platforms, right, and these people, you don't really get your money. They're telling you that, hey, you need to get somebody to join, or you can't really take out your money when you want it, right? So at the first point in time, right, the person said, hey, invest $2,000, right? And I'm like, and I get 12 grand. And so I'm like, 2012. I'm not sure what's going on, right? And I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure. Let me invest $200 and see if I can make 2 grand, right? So I invested $200, right? And I didn't really hear back from the person again. I didn't really. I reached out, right? I didn't get back my money. I didn't do, like, I lost, right? But here's the thing. I thought about it. I'm like, man, something about this cryptocurrency thing. I lost, right? So I started to do more research, right? And I met this platform called ShakePay. And at the same time, the platform, the cryptocurrency market went down, but I was understanding the platform and I figured out how to buy cryptocurrency on this platform, right? And at the time, the cryptocurrency market dropped because of COVID, and the value was 5,000 Canadian at the time. So about $500 worth, right? So look at what happened, right? I lost my money, but I got introduced to a platform that enabled me to acquire cryptocurrency, because 3 years ago, 2017, right? I didn't have any information. I tried to buy cryptocurrency on Coinbase, but guess what? It failed. And Bitcoin was $500 at the time, right? I put the order in, the order failed. I was buying like $1,000 worth. So I would have 2 Bitcoin, right? And if we can remember what was the price a year ago, it went up to 80,000 Canadian. So look at that, right? So what happened, guys? Right? At the end of the day, back then I didn't have the information. I didn't know anything. However, backtracking to 2020 when I started, right? I failed because somebody took my money, but I got the right information. So that's why I'm here telling everyone, like, hey, at the end of the day, we go through the rough path as coaches, right? And we have the right information for you. Don't go and do it by yourself. You can go on YouTube University and learn all this information, but guess what's going to happen? You're not going to be learning from my mistake, right? I guide you through the process now because I've taken the loss. Don't go out there and you take the loss. Don't do it. There's a whole lot of shady stuff, even with the NFT space. That space is even worse than the crypto, but guess what? That's what all the money is going to, because movies are going to the NFT space. Artists, rappers, you see all that money those rappers are making. Remember, they have to pay these record labels a part of their money. No, with crypto, you're gonna have ownership. They're gonna have all that money to themselves once they understand it. So, guys, we have to follow the money, but at the end of the day, we have to have the right information, the right guidance, right? Just don't go out and just invest your money anywhere. Seek knowledge first, right? Now it's a cryptocurrency bear market, meaning that the market is going down. There's blood in the streets. People are losing money. Take the time to get the right information and learn, right? Now is the time. And we know how the rich operates. They buy low and sell high. Now is the time to research the asset, invest into the asset, get yourself a coach, get yourself a mentor who already went through the process and has the information you need. Very important. So let me repeat it again. Get a mentor who has the information you need and is showing up. You can see them physically. They're not hiding behind a computer desk or on an Instagram page or anything like that, right? And document their journey. I went through the negatives, right? So I can show you what you're supposed to look out for, right? There's a whole lot of stuff, but this is the name of the game. This is the feat. This is the future. And at the end of the day, guess what? There's no barrier to entry. Right now, regulation is coming. If we look at what's going on, right? Regulation is coming. They're blocking people in the state of New York. They're saying right now you have to be an accredited investor. They just passed it, right? So no, you can't even just go on a platform and buy crypto, right? It's gonna reach a point where, listen, if you don't have certain network, you're not gonna get it. So I'm telling everyone, try to get as much as you can, right? Not financial advice though, but have ownership. Don't invest into a platform. Don't put your money there. Don't give away your money. I show you, I can give you the way how you have ownership of your asset. And just don't leave it on the exchanges. You can put it in a ledger where you have ownership of your asset. That is the only thing you can really, really own. Think about it. If you have land, right? Do you really own it if you don't pay your land taxes? Your property, although people are saying, oh, ownership. If you don't pay property taxes, guess what'll happen? They're gonna come take that. Right? Crypto is the only thing I can see that I can really, really own. Because once I put it on the ledger, right, and I have my code to it, not even the feds can take it. I'm being straight transparent with everyone. Not even them. Right? So I'm telling you guys that we have to research, get the right information about cryptocurrency, right? Don't let anyone take advantage of you. Don't be the sacrificial lamb, right? Get the right information from the right person, right? And that's why we're here as coaches to deliver the right information, right? I have one more point. How many minutes do I have, Coach Lamika?
A lot of minutes, so you can close out here ready. A
Oh,
lot.
minutes is finished?
No, yeah, 6 minutes.
Okay, good. All right, even better, right? So I have 6 more minutes, right? So guys, at the end of the day, right? So we just spoke about the cryptocurrency market and what's the potential, right? But this is another issue a lot of persons have, which is signing up on the platforms. So let me walk you through the verification process. There's some stuff that you need to know before you get onto a cryptocurrency platform, right? So the first thing you have to know is the jurisdiction that you're in, right? Is the platform that you're going to be signing up on available in your country, right? Is it available? Coinbase is all over the world, but there's limitations. So you have to know the right platform to get onto. But when you're going through the verification process, there are certain things that you have to know and have. You have to have the correct identification document with the correct address on it, right? If you don't have the correct address on it, the platform is not going to allow you to sign up on the platform properly, right? And some persons, they ask for, like the platform asks for pictures, right? A photo ID of you. Some persons put a fake picture. Some people do some shady stuff, right? Remember, this is AI technology. There's not someone physically there verifying this information, right? It's just like you're going into the bank, right? When you're going into the bank, they have to verify who you are, right? So the information that you put in the platform, you have to make sure it matches what you put it in, because that's what they're going to use to judge you, right? So don't put no false information. If they ask you for you, then put the correct name that's on the identification document and address, right? They have to have proof of address, right? So at the end of the day, this is what I see a lot of my students did wrong, right? I'm telling you guys, right? make sure the information that you're putting in that's on the identification document is the exact information you're putting on these websites, right? Because that's what the website require. And I know it gets really frustrating. I'm telling you, a lot of persons, this is what discourage a lot of persons, right? So this is it. On my bio, right, Garnet JR, there's a link there, or you can go to decryptocourse.com. Decrypto, D-E, like decrypt, because we're breaking down and making cryptocurrency easy for you to understand. Go to decryptocourse.com, DECRYPTO course.com, right? And click on the crypto course and then get a free checklist. I break down the information for you. I give you some of the information that you need to start your journey on these cryptocurrency platforms, right? So this is what you need to do. You need to start off right. So when the wealth is being transferred, you get a piece of it. Don't let the wealth transfer pass you guys. Right now is the time to study. Now is the time to get the right information, right? So go to the crypto course, get the sign, go on the waiting list and get the free checklist and get your journey started. And also, there's a link in my bio where you can book a free session with me. Let's chop it up. Let's have a talk, right? I can give you the information that you need based on even your jurisdiction. So even if you're in Canada, I have a coaching style for you. So that's my unique selling proposition. Right? I'm a cryptocurrency coach that coaches and teaches you how to get into the cryptocurrency space safely based on jurisdictions. Right? So if you're in Canada, I have the sauce fee. If you're in the United States, I have the sauce fee. If you're in the Caribbean, Africa, Australia, if you're in Europe, Asia, I have the sauce for you. This is what I've been studying. I've been doing this for over 2 years. Right? I have the receipts. You can check my pages, right? I have the receipts. So this is what I'm telling everyone. Like, figure out, if you don't want to get a coach and mentor, how to get the proper information, because these YouTube University videos, they're not telling you every single thing. Don't go out there and just lose your money, guys. So this is what I'm, communicating to persons, that you need to seek the right information, right? And when you're signing up, make sure you don't put any fraudulent stuff, right? Do the right thing. This is not a space where at the end of the day you hear the myth of the different cryptocurrency, like, oh, it's for the dark web. No, it's not it. You get catch even faster because everything is transparent on the blockchain, guys. So all those myths you hear people talking about is false. Anything you do on the blockchain, it's timestamp, it's IP address stamp. They can locate you. They can know where exactly you are. So that myth, I want you to throw that out. That, oh, it's for the dark web, it's for negative stuff, right? This is the name of the game. This is the future, guys. Again, Coach Garnet JR. I still have time, right, Coach Ravika? I'm getting better at this. This is good. This is really, really good. How more minutes I have left?
1 minute.
All right, so I'll just use this session to just tell persons about the platforms that I offer, or the programs that I offer. So guys, right now, as I said previously, we have the decryptocourse.com, right, where you can go on, sign up on it, get a free checklist, right, and wait for the course, because I'm releasing a course. I'm making very, very short for you, very to the point, show you some wealth building strategies, show you some tax strategies inside the course, and give you the demonstrations of how you sign up on these platforms, and one and two hacks how to, do certain stuff, right, and make some crazy amount of money with crypto, right, and safely, again, because it's not just about making the money. It's about keeping the money, right, preparing for taxes and building wealth, right? So that's what I'm offering to you guys. So click the link in my bio, right, and go to the crypto course, or you can go to the cryptocourse.com, sign up on the wait list, get your free checklist, right? Also, I have a coaching sessions, right? If you click the link in my bio again, you can basically book a session with me, or you can choose a different coaching session that you want to go through. I have a 2 weeks program, I have an 8 weeks program, I have an 8 months program, right? At different levels, you have different level of information and different investments, right? So if you really, really want to leverage the cryptocurrency space, tap in with me and I'll give you the right information. Again, my name is Coach Garnet JR. You can find me on all social media platforms, right? Facebook, Garnet Junior Chambers, right? Instagram, Garnet JR. Oh, that's it for me. Oh, my. All right. All
Oh, I'm
right.
done. I'm done.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just trying to give as much information to everyone, so because I know these
Yes.
sessions are short, as much
Yes.
as possible.
Well, thank you so much for sharing today. You guys heard him. He has a couple of ways to get in touch with him. Did you say about your free sessions that you do on live? If someone
Yeah.
gets on live with you,
Oh, I
I
don't
was
get the
doing.
next 2 minutes, or those 2 minutes are done.
Um, you can tell us about it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, guys, right? I know some persons don't wanna place an investment because of so many different reasons. So I'm offering you an opportunity where you can go live with me, and I give you a free coaching session, right? I'll put you on to success. I'll give you the information you need, but you have to go live with me, right? And I think it's a fair deal, right? So if you want to get this coaching, you want to get this mentorship, right? If you want to get this cryptocurrency money, come on live with me. Show me a text, right? DM me and let's chop it up. Offline though, it's paid. So if you don't want to come on live, you have to pay for that session, right? I'm being straight, it's straight up, right? So come on live, get it free, right? And we chop it up right then and there, right? I'll do it in person with you, so there's no shady, nothing. Being very transparent. All right. So again, Garnet JR, right? YouTube channel, Small Boy Big Profits, Instagram, Garnet JR, LinkedIn, Garnet Junior Chambers, Facebook, Garnet Junior Chambers, TikTok, Garnet Junior Chambers. Check out the content, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you so much again, Coach Tamika.
All right. Thank you. If you want to stay on the screen, you can. It's up to you.
Yeah, jump.
Introduce yourself out. Thank you so much for joining us today. So you
Yeah,
guys are watching the Masterclass Marathon, where every speaker actually has 13 minutes to be able to share
yeah.
information with you about business. We're going to share with you something that you need to know, that you need to know, something you didn't even know you needed to know. So every speaker is running their own business, and they really have real deal info for you. So we are now going to ask that you share this live out, because someone else needs to be here that's not here yet. So share the live with at least 5 to 10 people, get some more folks in here, and we're going to move over to our next speaker. Iyene, are you ready? Yes?
Yes, I am.
All right. So welcome to the Masterclass Marathon. I'm going to give you your 13 minutes on the clock so that you can share whatever you want us to know in the next 13 minutes. So if you are ready, I am turning your clock on. You now have the mic.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello, everyone. My name is Nia in London, originally from Nigeria. So what I do, I help businesses with their website. So what that means is that it helps you to design your website and show you to turn your website if you send to paying clients. So I'm going to share with you today is how you can up-level your website so that you don't just own a website, but own the one that works. So for those that are watching live, let me know in the chat there, in the comment, that do you have a site? If you do, put it down there. I love to visit website. I love to check it out because it's what I love doing. So how can you up-level your website? The first thing is for you to know why you want to do it, okay? There is no point of you refreshing your website because everybody else is doing it. It's really important to tap into your why. Why did you create your website? Why do you want to up-level it? There are three main reasons why most people up-level their website. Number one is because they want to improve what's going on the website. Maybe they are not getting conversion from their website. They are not getting leads. They are not getting sales. And as well, they want to improve it. Other people want to expand their community, an opportunity for them to grow their business with impact. So what is your why? Why do you want to have a website? Why do you want to up-level your website? What is that main reason? And it could mean different things to different businesses. Feeling like up-leveling your website and you don't know why, problem, we could talk about reasons why people up-level their website. Now, in the process of up-leveling your website, there are mistakes that people make along the way. What are the common mistakes that business owners make with their website? One, owning a website that have no target audience. That's one mistake number one, because your website is meant for people to visit the website and they need to like the website, trust the website. For you to be able to achieve that, you need to know who will be your ideal clients. What will be the demographic of people that will be visiting you? This is so important, especially when it comes to customization of that website and optimizing it for search results. You need to know the target audience. You need to know their demographic. You need to know what they like and what they dislike, so that the branding of your website would actually do the work for you. Mistake number 2 is creating a wrong type. Can you actually create a wrong type of website? Yes. If you create a website just because you want one, and because everyone is having a website, and you jump online, you get website built, and boom, you got a website. If you don't have your real reason for having a website, you have a wrong website. You may build your website on a wrong platform. You want to expand your business, and you find out that where you build your website is not giving you that to expand your website. So you could actually build a wrong type of website. And I've seen this a lot. People building a website, and when they want to expand their business, you see them moving from one platform to the other. So building a wrong type of website is one of the reasons. And there's another reason why people build a wrong type of website is because they thought when they build, people will come. Website don't work like that. You build a website, you need to actively let people know that you have a website. They need to discover your website, love your website, and resonate with it. For that to happen, website for the right type of business. The third mistake that people make when they are looking for a website is to ignore search engine optimization. I know the world of internet said a lot of what SEO is and what SEO is not, and how to rank first page on Google and all that stuff. But here is the thing. Your website belongs to the search engine, okay? It's meant to be seen by Google, and Google needs to recognize your website. For that to happen, you need to optimize your website for results. There's a bit of strategy around how to do that. There's a bit of technical skill on how to do that. But here's the thing. If you want a website that converts, it needs to be search engine friendly. So that is mistake number 1. Ignoring search engine would not give you results on your website. Now, what are the steps to up-level your website? What are the steps you need to take to up-level your website? I'm going to step with you. I have my notes here on my computer. Okay. So if I'm ignoring you, I'm just making sure that all covered, right? So step number 1 is to audit your website, all right? If you own a website, you need to go and check it out, okay? For somebody watching live, I want you to go and check 3 things on your website. 1, is the button working? 2, is the color consistent in all pages? 3, do you have call to action button that is consistent? So those are the 3 things I want you to go and check on your website. There's more details website audit. If you fancy down for your website audit, drop me a message for you. Then if you are starting out in your business, you are looking for a new way to have your website vision. Yeah, I know the thing, but put that exactly. Does your dream website look like? What exactly does your dream website do? How does it behave? Okay. That's one step in building or up-leveling your website in a way that converts. Step number 2 is color consistency. Here's the thing. We buy everything with colors, okay? The eyes first attract every single piece of equipment or things we have in our houses, okay? The car you use, the type of clothing you have, your wardrobe, everything. The first point of contact was the color, okay? The color makes you to go to the shop to see if you need that. So your website colors need to be consistent, okay? To be able to help you achieve that result. Step number 3 is the photos, images, or the video you have on your website. Images speak 1,000 words if it's actually meant to do that, okay? Meant to use when you go to Google, it's only an image. If you click on that image, it's going to show image related to whatever you type on Google. So the images you will use on your website needs to be indexed into search engine. What index means? It simply means to add it to search engine. And there's a bit of technical skill about how to do that, but you need to use the right type of images. Whether you go on a personal photo on your website or stock photos or both, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the type of branding you're doing. So if you're going toward personal branding, you know that your photo would be important. So you definitely need to include that. If you're going toward product branding, showcasing your product more, that your products or your business photos need to be on your website. So what type of photos you decide? It determines by the type of branding you are going with onto your website. So that is what decide what photo to go there and what type of video to have on your website. Step number 4 on how to up-level your website to convert is to understand a little bit foundation about text formatting, okay? There are 4 types of internationally recognized format of formatting text, okay? It's either it's left aligned or right aligned or center aligned or justified. Okay. This is very important to those that will read your website copies. So when you understand how text behave on the screen, it helps you to know where to place text on your website, especially when you are using text and images on your website. You need to understand a bit of science around how text behave and how they appear on the screen. Most importantly, on mobile devices. Okay, some people that will come into your website will visit your website through mobile devices. It's true then they like what they see, they could log into their laptop or computer to find out more information. So mobileness when it comes to how text appear on the screen is so important when you want to up-level your website. Step number 5, website visibility. You got to make the website seen by the right people. There are so many things you could do to website to show up on search engine, more than just dumping keywords on the website. I know when people hear about SEO, the first thing that comes to mind, what keywords should I use and where do I place keywords and how do I use this keyword? Keywords are nice to know. They are like the search engine optimization to make your website visible. And they are a basic foundation thing you could set up on your website to help your website to be seen. When it is seen, that is the first step. Then you can improve your ranking. But if your website is not seen and you are trying to improve ranking, it's a bit of a struggle to convert. Conversion is important on your website. It is the reason why you own your website. You own your website so that people can see it, like it, and buy from you. And for that to happen, visibility is very important. Now, I don't like to share tips without giving you homework. I'm that type of mom that asks people to do things, okay? So I'm going to give you homework right now where you're going to go and find out how does your website look on Google. So I'm going to put what I want you to do on the chat there. So what I want you to do is to type that into Google and press search. See what come up for you. And you write it down. The main thing is if you are happy with what you see. Okay. So if you are not happy with what you could do. Okay. So that's it. I type it there. So you cite full column, your web address. That's why I put the domain name and press search. Okay. So what that does is that it goes to the Google database, whatever information they have about your domain name to your full column /2 lines. Make sure it's look backward, not forward, anything where they look like that. So make sure it's like that and write out what you see. And I want you to check other pages. Sometimes the information on your website may reach 5 pages about your website. So you want to go there and check it and see. Interesting thing, I want to click on the image and see what type of image about your website is indexed. Is it something you're happy with? There are things that are going to come out for you. And one of them is the pages you no longer need on your website, but you some months ago, some years ago, but it's still being known to Google. Okay, you're gonna see that it's one of the common things you will see. So there are things you could do to let Google know that, excuse me, I'm no longer using that page. I don't want my visitor to go through that page. I want them to go through a different page. There are a bit of things you need to do. So go and check your website, how it's looking on search engine, and see if it makes you happy. All right. Then, how can I help you? I can help in many ways. One of the ways I can help you is through one-to-one website strategy section. So what we do is to go and show you where you're leaving money on the table and tell you where exactly you do to start turning visa into paying clients. So if you love to book that section, it's £99, which is about less than $120. So you feel free to drop me a message and you have 10 minutes of my time plus a recording where we go through your website, show you what you need to do to improve. How many do I still have?
One.
Oh, so it's time entertain your question. Put your question in the comment there and I will go through them. I can answer some of them live now. And if you put all your questions in the comment, I will go through them and respond to questions. So I can help you. Slide into my DM. My inbox is open. Let's have a conversation. My job is to help you get a website that converts. And your business is to come to my DM and let me know how I can help.
I have a question. So when you were mentioning that there were the four text, I forgot the four text types, like left justified, right justified, center. How do you know where you should put which one?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So two things you're going to consider before you know where to put the text. One is the brand design, the layout, which is the framework that you, what that means is what team are you using, or what page builder are you using. That kind of shape out text appear, okay? So it depends on the type of team builder you're using, then that will determine how text will look on the screen. That's one. Number two is the image you're going to use. So if you're going to place an image by the left or by the right, it determines where the text goes. So there's image strategy on how to use it. So you need to know, if you tell me the web page builder you're using or the team you're using, and what page is it, the page, the service page, the product page, then I can tell you where text would appear. But it's difficult to say put it in the right or put it in the left, put it in the center when I don't know this, like this kind of detail. So there's a bit of strategy around where to put it. But the main thing is that wherever you choose to put it, when people view it on the phone, you want it to look good.
Okay, because I'm kind of wondering, if you have a picture on the left, would you right justify everything or left justify to line up with the picture? That's what I'm wondering.
It depends. It depends. Is it a product page? Are you selling a product or you're selling a service?
Oh, okay. A service. Okay.
Okay. Depends on the service. It depends. There are many factors. If I see the page, that's why I do one-to-one website strategy, because we'll go through that specific page and I will tell you the way text needs to be.
Thank you. All right. This was good. So let me give you, thank you for sharing that info with us today. That was amazing. I took some notes, and I'm glad that you gave us that site to go check out our website. So thank you so much. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the clock to be able to share with us exactly who you are. Tell us where you're from again, because we had Canada on the screen earlier, and you're in another country. Shantae, are you in another country too? Jeez.
I'm in America.
Oh, okay. All right. Me too. So Iyene will get a chance to tell us her name, where she's from, who she serves, and what she actually has to offer. I'll give you 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. So my name is Iyene Udom. So I'm originally from Nigeria, but I live in London, and I help small businesses with websites. So I help with that small businesses who are trying to juggle everything to get it right with their website, just like how big brands do it. I started my career as a graphic designer in a marketing company. So I'm bringing those years of experience to work on your website to help you get results. I'm also a wonderful mom of 3 wonderful boys, and they keep me on my toes, okay? So they'll see me telling you to do things because the boys makes me be that. So I love asking people to get things done. So if you want a website that converts, I'm here to show you how to get that. Whether you're selling a services or you're selling a product, the main thing is that you are getting results from your website. If that is not doing it for you, we need to talk.
All right, beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, so what you guys, what we'd love for everyone to do is to make sure you give Iyene a quick follow. And Garnett is not here anymore, but he was Garnett Jr., Garnett Jr. And also we have Shantae on the screen. We have myself here as well. If anything that any of us say resonates with you, feel free to give that person a follow. What we also love for you to do here at the Masterclass Marathon is, after you give a follow, to go over, hop in the DMs, and just start a quick conversation. If there's a question that you wanted to ask, make sure you go over there and start the conversation. We're all very friendly. We're here to assist. We came here to make sure that you get information that you actually need so that you can grow your businesses and just be more, do more, and have more. So without further ado, we're going to bring up our next speaker. All right, Shantae, come on in. All right, I am going to give you your 13 minutes on the clock. All right.
All
Yes.
right.
All right.
I'm
Thank you.
excited. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Hello, everyone. I'm Shantae, also known as the Fur Baby Lady, and I am here to make sure that your dog is living a healthy and happy life. So this is my first masterclass, so I'm excited. And so today I will be doing dog care tips one-on-one. And so these are basically just 5 tips to help ensure that you are providing the dog care that your fur baby needs. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first one is you want to make sure that your fur baby has a clean and safe environment. That is very key because these dogs are just like humans. We want to make sure that we have a safe environment and it's clean, so we don't have, any diseases or any sicknesses. We can stay away from all that. That helps with having a clean and safe environment, especially when it's safe because you don't want your fur babies to have any accidents or hurt themselves. And so that's exactly why you want to make sure it's clean and safe as well. So that's the first tip. And so the second tip will be making sure that your fur baby has fresh water. Fresh water is very vital to have for your fur babies. Just like we drink fresh, clean water, you want our fur babies to do the same as well. And it also helps them, stay hydrated and good to go. So you definitely want to make sure that they have fresh water. All right. And so my third tip will be feed quality diets and prevent weight gain. And so I get this issue a lot. A lot of my clients ask me about dog food. So dog food's okay, but really what dog food is, it's overcooked food. That's what dog food is. So it takes all the nutrients out of the food with it being overcooked. So if you can stay away from dry dog food, it's really good to do that. Also feeding a diet. Fur babies are carnivores, so they love meat. And so a lot of my fur baby, she eats raw. So I feed her raw beef. And let me say this, chicken is also not a great ingredient to give your dog. A lot of dog foods have chicken, which is a normal, what's the word? I just lost my word. Chicken is a known allergy in dog food, but it's the number one ingredient in a lot of dog food. So if your dog may be suffering with skin allergies, loss of hair, that can be coming from chicken dog food. So if you do give your dog dry dog food, I would recommend salmon. One, salmon is because it's good for the skin and coat. Salmon has omega in it, so that's also good for the skin and coat, and also keeps that skin and coat healthy. And so you do want to make sure you feed your dogs a proper diet. But I understand not everyone can feed their dogs raw. And so, like I said, if you do have to give your dog dry dog food, please make sure that it's not chicken based, because that chicken base can cause skin allergies. And also just try to stick with salmon, turkey. Turkey's good. Turkey dry food is good for dogs as well, and beef. So try to do those to help prevent any issues down the line. And weight gain. It helps prevent weight gain. So also when you are feeding these dog foods, you don't want to overfeed, because I know a lot of my clients, they overfeed. So they'll try to fill the bowl up with the dog food and let the dog just eat regularly when they feel like it. It's good to put a dog on a schedule. And so my dog, she only has 2 opportunities to eat. She has breakfast in the morning, and she has late evening dinner, lunch. And so if she doesn't eat her food in the morning, I take the tray up, and she doesn't get her food until later in the afternoon, because that also can if you're just having the food just out for your dog, that can cause weight gain, because they just have so many opportunities to eat their food. And then some people are not reading the directions on the back of the dog food for the exact for their exact weight for their dog, so they don't overfeed their dog. So if you are going to leave the food out for your fur baby, I would just recommend that you use the recommended instructions on the back of the dog food, so you don't overfeed your dog. And so tip number 4 is make sure that you do have a veterinarian, especially when because a lot of fur babies, they need yearly shots just to make sure that they're good. You also want to make sure you have someone to go to if you have any issues as far as like vaccines, or if say you have an incident with your fur baby and they get hurt, you want to be able to have a vet where you can go to so they can check on your fur baby and just make sure they are taken well care of, and see if they recommend anything that they may need while they're going through that issue that they're going through. So definitely recommend a vet. And then my last fifth tip would be providing daily exercise. And so I run into a lot of fur babies that don't get a lot of exercise. And if you don't give your fur baby the proper exercise, they will have hip and joint issues down the line. And they will also have, you know, they can be obese if they're not getting that, if they're eating all their food and not getting that daily exercise, they can tend to be obese and have hip dysplasia. So you definitely want to make sure that they are exercise daily. Me, I walk my dog 2 miles a day. And let me tell you, she looks for that walk every day. And so not only does it also helps you stay fit, you know, with walking your fur baby and making sure that they get that proper exercise as well. And so those are my 5 tips, and I'm just going to go over them real quick again. And so it's just 1, make sure that your fur baby has a clean and safe living environment. 2, fresh water available daily. 3, feed quality diet and prevent weight gain. 4, regular pet exams by the veterinarian. And 5, providing daily exercise. And so with all these wonderful tips that I given you guys, I actually have a free download. It's a free download that just gives you these tips that you can also share with any other pet parent that just may need that assistance. And this is also for new pet parents, because not a lot of pet parents know exactly what they need to give their fur babies. And that's why I decided to have a freebie guide and also go over the dog care tips one-on-one. And so a little bit about me. I am the fur baby lady, and I make sure dogs live a healthy and happy life. I help with that by being a pet caregiver, and I'm also a pet consultant. And so I provide mobile services here in the DMV area. So that's DC, Maryland, and the Virginia area. I do dog walks, I do sittings, I do daycares. I also do drop-in visits. And so I am truly passionate about, and this is one of the crazy things about what I do. I am 100% allergic to dogs, but I do not care that I'm 100% allergic. I feel like my passion and my purpose is to be here and assist these fur babies when their pet parents are away from home. And I truly love what I do. Even if I have to suffer with my allergies, I'm okay, because as long as I'm not dying, I'm okay. So, yes. So if anyone here is in the DMV area and you need any assistance, I'm definitely your girl. I also offer a 15-minute discovery call. And with that discovery call, I will just ask you questions, you know, regarding your fur baby, see if there's any issues that you are experiencing. And then I do have a free pet assessment. Most pet assessments range between $50 to $100, and I have it absolutely free. But the pet assessment that I provide will also help you with some natural holistic solutions that can help with those issues. One of the number one cause issue in fur babies is hip and joint issues. And so I have natural holistic pet products as well. So if you have any questions or any issues that you are experiencing, I would definitely say reach out to me. And I do want to say another fact with these fur babies. You want to make sure that the supplements that you are giving your fur babies are backed up by the National Animal Supplement Council. Not a lot of people know about the National Animal Supplement Council, but it's very beneficial because these days, people can just make products and put it on their shelves, and their ingredients don't have to be really true to what they're really selling. But with the National Animal Supplement Council, that's what backs up the products that I provide, because those ingredients that you see on the products is exactly what your fur baby is going to get. And I can say not a lot of pet products out here are backed up by the National Animal Supplement Council. So you definitely want to check. It's a website. You just go to NASC, which is you make sure it says the National Animal Supplement Council, and it will show you all the information. I mean, all the products that are backed up by the National Animal Supplement Council, and also the food that's because some dog foods also are backed up by the National Animal Supplement Council. You just want to make sure that your fur baby is getting the best. As we get the best that we need, we want to also provide the best for the fur babies as well. And so I'm also a pet consultant, so that goes to, like, if you're having any issues with hip and joint, anxiety, hip and joint, skin and cold, or you have maybe a lack of vitamins. I have one of my clients that just reached out to me a couple days ago. She just bought a new puppy, and her puppy's eating poop. And I know it's like, ooh, eating poop. But honestly, dogs either can eat poop because they have anxiety, or they have a lack of nutrients, because you can get nutrients from poop, from dog poop. So, yeah, so if you're experiencing any issues, I'm definitely your girl. I'm here to service the fur baby community. I love what I do, and I'm truly passionate about what I do. So definitely reach out. You can check the free downloadable that I was just talking about. You go to my bio, my digital card, you'll see the free downloadable for the dog parents, and also you'll see the 15-minute discovery call that I offer there, and you'll also see my natural holistic pet products if you're interested in the products as well. But please just reach out to me, because I would love to have a conversation with you and just make sure I can send you in the right direction if I cannot assist you, because I do know a lot of people in this pet industry. I'm not an expert, but I know a lot of experts. So I know a lot of vet techs, trainers, groomers. I even see one of the trainers here, Miss Reese, and she's a wonderful trainer as well. So definitely tap in if you need any assistance with your fur baby. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I think that's all I got.
All right. Oh, that was amazing. You know, I think it's so amazing that there are so many of us on this earth with so many different types of businesses. We serve different people in different places for different reasons, and there's just a space for everyone. And I think it's just so beautiful, because we're sitting here with all these different businesses right here on this screen in all these different places, and you know, there's just a space for all of us. It's just amazing. And that the tips that you gave, like, whoa, I don't have a fur baby. Actually, I don't have any pets, because I usually kill the pets. Like, they just, I haven't done too well with pets. I haven't done. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to watch other people with pets and just, you know, smile at them. And that's pretty much it. So you guys have to do that thing for me. But I think it's amazing that, especially when you say that you're allergic and you're still ready and willing to serve. So I think that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your expertise today, even though you're not calling yourself an expert. Thank you so much for sharing today. And I'm Shantae, aren't you doing another event as well, something in your area?
Oh, yes, I am. So I recently just became one of the leaders in the Women into Networking, which is by Allegra Jackson. And so I will be hosting a DMV brunch meetup here September the 25th. So if anyone's in the DMV area, I would love for you to come out and network with us in person. You know, COVID's slowly coming to hopefully an end, but we're able to get out and network now. So I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I really love the power of networking. So you can find that information in my digital business card as well.
All right, all right. Well, thank you so much. So Shantae, do you feel like you shared enough about your business? Because your time was 13 minutes. You're good?
Yes,
okay.
I'm good.
Okay, awesome. All right, so you guys are watching the Masterclass Marathon. We're here every Saturday and Sunday. On Saturdays it's 12 p.m. Eastern, and on Sundays it's 7 p.m. Eastern. What every speaker has an opportunity to do is to speak for up to 13 minutes, share a message about their business, teaching you something that you need to know. So what we do after the 13 minutes is up is that we have 2 minutes to share who we are, where we're located, who we serve, and what it is that we actually have to offer. So this can be found, it's recorded. So if you missed anything, you can go back and you can watch it right here on this page at Tamika James. And it's in the series. So there's more than 35 series videos that are in the series right now from the Masterclass Marathon. There are way more than 35 because I have a system set up, which is that whenever I'm not able to run it, someone else will run it, and it may be on another page and can't make it to my series. So there have been so many more sessions of the Masterclass Marathon. It's also found on my podcast channel, which is Entrepreneurs Speak with Tamika James on YouTube. So if you want to go over there and watch, you can watch it there as well. I always like to share with you guys, and I'd love for you to go and be a subscriber on my channel as well. But I like to share the reason why I put them over there. I created that podcast so that I could do interviews with entrepreneurs, but I stopped doing the interviews, and I'd rather do this to be able to give entrepreneurs an opportunity to really share, let people really get to meet them, know more about their businesses, and say what they have to offer all on one live, and then move it and put it over there. Another thing you should know is that when you guys go and watch, you give me watch time. I'm not monetized yet, but when I get the hours, I will be monetized, okay? So you should use the same system for your YouTube channel to take people over there and do what we call having prolific content, which means that you have content here and you have content somewhere else, and whoever finds it, and you're actually searchable all over the place. As I'm sure Iane will tell you, that it's great to have a YouTube video on your website because it's an extra way of being searched and found. Okay, she'll tell you about that. That's her area. I'm not going to dig into her stuff. All right. So in any case, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do my presentation. So I'll get my 13 minutes on the clock. All right. So I am Coach Tamika James. I'm a life and business coach. I'm actually a cosmetologist turned life and business coach. I was licensed since 1995. And I was doing hair since I was 12 years old. I absolutely loved it throughout all of those years. But one day I woke up and I got to the point where I began to feel like I don't really want to stand behind this chair anymore. There's so much more to me. I have so much more to offer this world than to just stand behind this chair. Now, I never really stood behind this chair, to be honest, because about maybe 2 years or so after I got my license, I started educating right in my own business. I started educating the stylists that I hired on staff, and then I educated them to educate the next people. So everyone that came in learned a system that I created for the salon, and I had like signature techniques that we did. And then I told them, listen, I'm not about to be in here training every single person that comes through here. I'm going to teach you, and you're going to teach another. Each one teach one, right? So because I became, I was this person who was educating right in my own salon, I got to the point where I started bringing other educators into my establishment to create educational opportunities for other stylists to come and learn. I started educating as well. Then I started traveling the world to educate by going to the trade show, because at some point I created these techniques which were out of a problem. So I really want to share with you that I'm here because I don't mind solving problems. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is why should you build a course? Why? So as a coach at this point in time, who am I as a coach? I help you with planning, strategizing, and organizing. So when I work with clients one-to-one, I'm actually talking about you, how you function, and how you actually grow your business. So your life and your business is strongly connected. But when I'm working in a group, the one thing that I love to do is to take who you are and help you to package that up and create it as a product. So I told you my story because I wanted you to know that I found many ways to plan, strategize, and organize, which brings me to who I am today. But I also realized that anything that I knew, I needed to put it in a certain place so that I could share that information with the masses, with the world. So yes, thank you for putting that on the screen. I'm talking about why you should build your course. So all of these things that I've been doing throughout the years, just imagine I was standing there and I was educating one of my staff members so that they could educate another. Well, if I was wise enough back then, and it wasn't 1990 something at the time, I would have created a course back then to train the next staff member on the thing. Well, I did get a little wise after that, and the techniques that I began to actually share with them as well as others, I started putting those things down on video. And I also started to tell you about, I really wanted to solve this one problem, which I did. My mother-in-law ended up having cancer for the second time in her life. Actually, before she passed away, she had cancer 3 times, to be honest. So when she had it the second time, I wanted to be able to create an opportunity to be able to make a wig for her anytime, and it would be a perfect fit. I also wanted to make a wig for myself, which is what I'm wearing right now. I wanted to make a wig for myself as well as anyone else without having to wait and sit around, wait for someone to do my hair. So I kept dreaming and dreaming and thinking until one day the dream ended and I got the solution to being able to measure the head without a client being present. So once I developed this idea, and this whole structure for measuring the head, I had to patent this. So I filled out, I did all of that, and then I put everything on video. So when I realized that this was how I needed to share it with the world, I continued to create more techniques and make more videos. Now, back then we were making one video at a time. Now we're up to the course. The course gives us the opportunity to take the information that we want people to see and to take it and to make it way more organized. Break it down into small pieces, put it into small modules, and be able to share other things other than just how to do the technique. Things like resources, things like pricing structures, and all the things that a person would want to know along with the initial information. So why should you build a course? Because you have this info. You might be a person just like myself. You figure something out, you develop something, and you really want to share it with the world. So let's begin to talk about exactly when you're ready to build this course. I told you why you should do it, because you have the information and you also really want to solve a problem. So let's talk about what you actually need to do. You're going to need to take the problem that you have discovered and break it down. So like when I'm thinking about this wig making thing, right? What was it that I discovered and what were my problems back at that time? So one of the things was I really wanted to be able to make a wig for myself. So in my course, I would make sure people understand why I created the course and what problem that I'm solving. And then I would begin to let them know all the minor details. Everything that I had an issue with, I'm going to make sure that they know. So when I made this technique, for instance, of measuring the head, I had to figure out what tools and supplies were needed. So now in my course, I'm going to make sure they know every single supply. I won't let them walk away without knowing all the things they need. So I'm going to provide them with the supply list inside the course, right? So why are we making this course? So people have all the info they need. We don't want them to look at a video. And what if so with this technique I'm talking about, you need a Sharpie marker, right? So what if they use the wrong type of marker? You guys know that marker that you put on a dry erase board, that marker that you put up there. And if you use that marker, what's going to happen is when you touch the marker, it's going to rub off. So that's not the right marker. So what if someone's watching my video of me making a mold of the head and they use the wrong marker? So in my course, I get to say, use a Sharpie, use a black Sharpie for this, use a red Sharpie for that marking. You get to break everything down for the people that are coming behind you to get all the info that they actually need. You get to tell them what to do first, second, and third. You get to tell them exactly how to do what it is that they need to do. Now, here's another thing that you need to know. You're also doing this because you really want to serve and you want to make sure that people know how to do the thing the right way. So when you literally take this stuff and you break it all down, you're going to feel such a great feeling on the inside that you've served, you've helped, and someone's going to be excited about you. Now, usually what happens when you are this person who builds out the course, you're going to be the person that was their savior. So you help them, and then people are going to talk about you. They're going to tell another person about how you helped them. Now, one of the things that most of you get nervous about when building your course out is that you're nervous to do this because you think that people are not going to buy your course. Well, I want you to go back in time to the person that didn't have any information, and I want you to make sure that you show up as that person that serves others. But see, once you serve the people, they're going to share you with someone else, and then someone else is going to know about you. So that feeling that you have right now about, I don't know who's going to buy my course, I don't know if I'm going to be able to help people, just start. Just create the course and put it out. Now, I want to share with you a way that you can actually determine what's going to be the specific information you put in your course. I'm going to let you know the best thing that you could absolutely do is sit down and meditate. Sit down and meditate about what the problems were for you and walk through how you overcame all the things that you overcame. So when I got to the point of making determining what materials I needed for the wig mold, I learned about how to measure the head, and then I began to create the wigs. So whatever it is that I learned and I know, I'm going to share, okay? So I will think about where the problems were. So for instance, I remember when I first started measuring the head. Now, if you're not in beauty, this is not going to resonate with you. But when we would measure the head, if someone wasn't holding the plastic that we had as a base, it would move around and you get a wrong measurement. So what I'm saying when I say to go back in time to the things that you discovered, I discovered that it was very important that the plastic had to be held by another person. So you can't leave that out of the course. So you have to go back to where the problem was, which is there's a bad measurement when someone doesn't hold a plastic. That becomes a step in the process. Now, no matter what it is that you're teaching, Iyene teaches about how to build your websites and how to make sure that your sites are optimized. She's going to pick what she wants to share, and she's going to break that information down, remembering all the issues that she had when she built a website and it wasn't visible enough. Now she's going to tell you all the individual things that makes you have your search engine optimization in order. So this is basically what the course is. So I want to share with you, please don't feel like you can't do this. You're literally going back to your old self to figure out what were the steps to literally walk someone through what you now know. What else do I want to share with you today? I also want to let you know that it's super fun to build out a course. Why should you do it? Because it's fun. Some of you have nothing else to do. You're walking around doing nothing. You just go to work and you come home. Why don't you take that extra time that you have and sit and just dump all your information? Have fun building your course. Why should you do it? Because it's fun. Okay, I just want you to know that. Another reason why it's fun, and this is a part that some people tend to make not so fun, the fact that you are going to build out more content. Listen up, guys. Every business that we have, it needs content. We're building and creating content right now by being right here on this live. So you have to build out content anyway. Now, let me share a quick hack to building a course and creating content. When you create a course, there's going to be a point in time when you're going to have to create a video. A video might be you doing a tutorial. So let's use Iyene real quick. If Iyene wants us to know how to put a picture on a website, right? Or how to link link a site to a picture where you click the picture and you go to another place. Iyene would actually do a screen recording of her putting the picture and also linking the website to the picture. So she could either verbally tell us that, or she could on a camera, or she could screen record showing how she does that. If she does it anyway, what's the big deal? Let's have fun creating the content. So she's going to shoot the video, screen record. She's going to do a voiceover and tell everyone what she's doing. And guess what she gets to do? Even though it's going in her course, she can take that same piece of video and she can use that and she can post it on social media. And she could say, this is one of the things that's in my course. This is actually what you learned. So she can now take that and use even just a snippet of it and put it out as content. So you're thinking that you have to do all this extra stuff, and you really don't. Just build the course, create the content, tell people who you are, have fun doing it, and literally serve the world. So why should you do it? Because you're solving a problem, you're serving, and you're having a lot of fun doing so. That is why you should build out your course. All right, my timer is going to get ready to go off, so before it makes noise, I will come back in and put my 2 minutes on the clock, because I'm going to let you know about something new that I just released. All right, so I'm Coach Tamika James, a life and business coach. I was a cosmetologist for most of my life, and I educated around the world. And I got to the point where I created close to 200 digital products. So me as a person creating digital products and putting my information down in a certain place, I've been doing it for many years. I realized that I didn't want to just stand behind a chair. I wanted to be able to make money in my sleep, which I was able to achieve. And just imagine if someone who's in another country purchases your course that you just created, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm international. The day that that happened to me, I was like, whoa, like I actually thought that it could happen, and then it did. I remember that someone purchased one of my digital products from Germany. And I was like, whoa. And that's when I really realized you don't have to just be one-to-one. You don't have to sell to someone next door. You don't even have to sell to anyone just in your own state. You literally could share your information with the world. So I got to the point where I learned that this is something that I needed to do. Because I am a former cosmetologist, I just released a course to help other cosmetologists to build out their course. I know that you as a stylist or an esthetician or a makeup artist or anyone in the beauty industry really has a lot of information that you know that you want to share. You might be ready to come from behind a chair. I'm no longer behind a chair, so I decided that I would do this from years ago, and it was the thing that helped me to actually drop the shears. So if you are trying to figure out what you can do to have another stream of income, and if you are considering to walk from behind a chair, this is your route. I'm going to help you to build out your course. Now, if you're not a cosmetologist, I do have a program called Become a Coach. It's a little more lengthy, and it's a different, similar but different. So just still speaking to the cosmetologist, I have a program, and it's in the link in my bio, and it is called Build a Course as a Stylist. And I'm going to help you with everything that you need to do. I'll help you within 2 weeks. You'll have your course available. And what I did was I realized some of you are nervous about the high ticket prices, right? So here's what I did. I made this course where you're going to come and go. You can stay for a month, right? But in 2 weeks, you'll be able to build your course. I'm going to give you an additional 2 weeks to hang out with me every week. So every week we meet for an hour and a half for Q&A. You're going to go through the course. You're going to get something delivered to you every day, and you're going to work through building your course. I'm going to be there answering all of your questions, and I'm going to make sure that you know everything you need to know about getting it constructed. Then let me tell you something else that's special. All right, my timer is gone off, but I am the last person. So what I decided to do, I do this masterclass marathon thing here, right? But I created something just for everyone that comes through my course. I'm going to make sure you get visibility. We're going to come on live, and because you're building your course, I'm going to create visibility for you because I know that you're scared that no one's going to buy it because they don't know you. So as soon as you hop into the course, we're going to be going live to let people know that you are literally building out your course. We're going to tell them that it's coming. When it launches and it's available, we're going to tell them that it's available. They're going to know that your course is available because we're all going to be talking about it. I'm also going to give you an opportunity to speak at my trade show, which was in person, which is now online. You're going to have an opportunity to be a speaker. Now, the speakers that normally speak have to pay to speak, but you, as a member of my course, are not going to pay a thing. And I'm going to make sure that you're an educator. So you get a chance to have a speaking opportunity. Guess what else? You're going to have an opportunity to sell your course to the people who are attending the expo online. Listen, I laid it all out for you. And I was telling you about the pricing structure. It is only $397 as a one-time payment. But if you want to pay weekly, it's only $97 a week. It's way so much value. Yes, it's way too much. But I'm here and I'm ready to help you to build because I'm not behind a chair and you don't have to be if you don't want. And if you do want to stay behind a chair, here's your extra income so that you can go on vacation and do whatever you want to do anytime you want. All right. Well, that's it, guys. I'm so glad that everyone was here to learn about all of this information. Glover, K, Tasha, you said, Tamika, thank you. This is so informative coming from a licensed cosmetologist. Yes, yes. So guys, click the link in my bio and you can actually hop into the course, and it's only $97 a week. I actually have a platform that if you were to only do 1 week and you didn't pay, it will lock you out. So I'm not telling you to come and go. I hope you stay the whole time, but I'm letting you know it's weekly. So, anyway. So again, Nate, thank you so much. What time is it where you are located?
It's about, should be around 6, 7, okay. It's 18 minutes past 6 in the evening.
Oh, okay. All right. Not too bad. I was hoping it wasn't the wee hours of the morning over there. Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's why I keep
So,
refreshing my screen to see that we got the right time. That's why I quickly dropped a message to find out mine.
okay. Yeah, thank you. So thank you for joining us. We are that you were putting on the screen. I'm international. We are international. So our businesses can be run from anywhere. Iene just told you that she's from Nigeria, but did you say Nigeria? But she lives in London. So when you run a business such as the ones that we're running, you can literally operate your business from anywhere in the world. And that's what I love. You feel the same way?
Absolutely. That's the beauty of everything.
Yeah. So we came to share with you information about our businesses and how we can support you to make your business even bigger, even better. Iane was talking about visibility of your business, and it's important that you make sure that you understand once you build it, how you let people see. And the thing is, the one thing that most businesses are most afraid of is that you'll create a business and no one buys from you because they don't know who you are and what you have to offer and how to buy from you, and they just can't see you. So guys, if any of you wants more visibility, you can join the Masterclass Marathon by going to masterclassmarathon.com or going to the link that's in my bio and clicking on become a Masterclass Marathon speaker, and you can register to be a speaker. At this time, guys, there is no cost to be a speaker here, but I will tell you, it will not be the same forever. So we've been doing this for several months. We've been very consistent. And what I love doing this for is the fact that the other entrepreneurs who are here all get exposure. We're all sharing. We're also connecting. I'm going to tell you, I've seen some great connections happen from this just because we're able to show who we really are. You guys have had a chance to meet us. You know what we know. You had an opportunity to decide, do they really know what they're talking about? Do I really want to buy from them? Are they just putting a post up on social media? Do they just say that they know what they're talking about? When you hear us speak fluidly about our businesses, it's an indicator of whether we know our stuff or not. When we get on live, we have an opportunity to share some of it. But when we share what we share, you know that there's so much more. So please make sure that you give a quick follow to either of us if you desire to connect with us. All of the speakers that were here, they're going to be on the replay, and I will also tag them. So if you come back to the replay, you can click on the speakers that were here earlier to get a chance to meet them. So you can come back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to join us again. And we're going to get ready to close out. So thank you so much, Iene. Thank you to all the other speakers. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See you guys
Take care.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.